on EA Sports. Yeah, he spins through.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're starting to talk about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He's tackled at the...
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
That's a 40-yard.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In 2nd and...
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete.
And they rattle off a big one. 53 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And It's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
52 yards.
And what a big-time play there. 52 yards.
1st and 10.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
23 yards on the play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
By number 11.
And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And touchdown!
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Very good return. They'll be set up well when we resume action in the second quarter. At the end of 1, 16-14. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Now a handoff looking right. And shutting him off, now open field. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
line. Now they try the right side here. And a nice spin into some open field. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Results in a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. 58 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The return man is Hill.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a handoff looking right. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys up to make a lot of tackles.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now they try the right side here. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
There we go now as they will again try for 2. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So that drive, 4 plays. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. Fighting him on.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Oh, look at the juke. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
Taken down at the 33-yard.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running with power here. Fancy footwork in midfield. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's free going down the left side. Baby. It's a foot race. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw, and he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
tackled at the 27-yard line. At their own 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Man open left side. It's Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Williams.
Mahomes pass. Complete.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the second half here with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there. 73 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on
so stopped from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Williams will try again. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Returning it, Hill. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Who wants them?
The 20. And this will be a touchdown. A great effort there. 93 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
There we go now as they will again try for two. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Is a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 22. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. The return man is Hill.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
15 yards. And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 1 yard is the gain. And it's good enough for a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, refusing to go down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, yeah. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. Stays on his feet. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive lines have to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Pass complete.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. to throw again. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Able to fight through one tackle. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At the 42-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Again, he finds an opening. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 17.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.